Welcome to Thoughts in the Work Truck. So today's thought is blue collar mental health and what that means to me as a full-time blue collar worker that travels for work 90% of the time. I am home at least 4 days a month, usually about 5.5, 6. Lately I've been home 2 days a week. It's been beautiful. I've been seeing my family, I'm seeing my kids. But a lot of people do not realize that there's workers that don't come home throughout the week, and they try to fit in everything in their life in 1 day or 2 days. And then the blue collar workers that do get to go home every day, no one realizes how hard it is for them to acclimate to being home. They don't work 9 to 5. Usually we start work before everybody and we get out of work after everyone. We can't see doctors. We can't do any normal things like go to the Secretary of State, go to get our cars worked on, whatever. And everything's just a hassle because if we want to do anything, we got to take a day off. And you know what? Most of us are too prideful, or we have too much shit going on to where if we do that, stuff gets behind, and we do not want that to happen. So we let the world beat on us till we deteriorate to almost nothing. And I have a lot of friends in the blue collar community. Actually, a lot of my best friends are, and it's a beautiful thing. And I am one of the very few workers in the construction industry. I do not drink, I do not smoke, I do not dip or do pouches or anything like that. My addiction is Mountain Dew. That's literally what I do. But alcoholism and drug use is a big thing in construction field because people need coping mechanisms, and we put ourselves out so thin that a lot of people mentally cannot handle it. And suicide is one of the biggest killers in the construction industry. It's not all the dangerous stuff we do, like walking the freeway or be 30 feet in the air hanging signs or working by cranes or anything like that. It's suicide. And that needs to change. It needs to be okay to talk to people, and it needs to be looked at as a good thing, not you're just some sort of baby, you're talking about your feelings, because that's what a lot of people make it seem. A lot of people are scared to talk about their feelings, and that's not cool, dude. Get out there, talk about it. There's somebody that will listen, and I guarantee your buddies that are on your crew that you sweat, you work hard, and you do everything possible to get through the day with those people, they will listen without doubting you. My best friends are literally from working, and I could call them at any time and they're going to show up. I can call them with any problem I have, they're going to give me their honest opinion. Yeah, they're going to make jokes and mess with me about it, but you know what? They're doing it from a place of love, and that's a bond you cannot break. If you see a blue collar worker at a gas station, he seems a little dazed and confused or whatever, they've had a long day, they're in the heat. Most of these construction companies don't care about their workers, so they put them in work trucks that don't have air conditioning. I've been in trucks that the windows don't even go down, or the hot air blower motor's stuck on, so it's blowing hot air the whole time. Been in trucks like that. Or you're jackhammering on the side of the road for 12 hours straight with no brakes. You take one when you want, but then you won't get what you need to get done. Where I work, they're very cool. Great company to work for. I will say there's been struggling days, but every company has that. But I am thankful for my company and how they take care of me. I've been in a lot worse places. Back to what I was talking about. If you see a blue collar worker and they're dazed and confused or just slow, that is their time at the gas station where they have choices that they don't usually get. They get told what to do, they get told when to be there, they get told when they can go home, they get told when they can eat. But when they're making that decision at the gas station about drinks or whatever hot food that they're having that they've had 1,000 times, that is something that's their choice. So don't rush them. Give them time to breathe. They all need it. I know it sounds silly, but it's something that's very important to them. Honestly, if you're not a blue collar worker, if you see someone, you should pay for their drink. You should pay for their food if you see someone, because they're the reason you get to drive on the road. They're the reason you can cross that bridge. They're the reason you have power at your house. They're the reason you have internet. They're the reason there's signs on the road. They're the reason you have a house. You're not going to build it. So you should pay homage to them a little bit, or at least thank them for their hard work. I'm going to leave it at that. But just keep in mind, blue collar people make the world go round. So show them some respect. Thank you.